up on because that's a little bit close. And it didn't look like that when I was setting the stream up, so that's bizarre. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome. Come on in, say hello. All right, I gotta find a box of some sort that isn't too big for my desk, but that can lift you up. Oh, you know what? I could use a paint can or something like that. Yeah, let's use a can of wax. I'm going to use a can of wax. I got to try to lift you up. Because that's just, let's see, is that stable? Is that better? Why is it so close? I don't get it. Didn't understand why. I mean, look at it. I got 2 blocks of wood and a can of wax now, holding up that camera. I don't know why it's on whatnot. It's so close. Good morning, though. Hello, hello. Deborah, I'm glad you caught me live, too. Hello and welcome. Thanks for saying hello. What's everybody up to? This is the book. Well, this isn't the book. This is the cover of the signature that I'm going to put in Miss Anne's journal. This is the cover of Anne's journal. This is part of the Friendship Journals on a Journey project, and she's got a vibe going, grunge vibe that I absolutely love. It's like grungy vintage. It's so good. Anyway, I'm the first one who's going to put, there's going to be 5 signatures in here. Let's see, you can probably see the holes from over here. See? 5 signatures in here. And among friends, the 6 of us are working together. We each created our own journal cover, and then we are all decorating, well, inserting a signature and then decorating it for each other. And so when she opens her book, this lovely face will be the first thing that she sees. So I did this last night on Facebook, where this event is being hosted, and I let it dry overnight so it looks beautiful. We also did this little embellished puzzle piece for her. I'm going to use this on her signature as well. So now when we open this up, this is a paper bag, you guys. This is just a paper bag. Our theme is junk. There are several different groups doing this every Sunday, and our team is Team Junk. So if you weren't aware, that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm doing. Let me get you this way a little bit so that I can reach better, because I'd be a short girl. Okay. So let's see. Let me go to the pages that we're going to use in this journal and see if I can decide the order of them, because these things, obviously won't be together. There's going to be something there. And actually, that would be really pretty. That's wallpaper. That would be a really pretty next signature here. And then let's just decide. Let's take our pages. I'm thinking this one's going to go in the very middle, and I'll show you why. This is wallpaper. It's much too big for this. You can see how much it's hanging out, but we're just going to tear that down. Let's see. Let's do, after that, let's do this one, back to grunge. And then we'll go to maybe the grungy dictionary page. And then maybe the crosses. And we need to tone this down. There's a lot of orange going on here. Let's go with this next. Maybe then the vellum. Then this. And then the white, but we've got to get this one cut down. It's just too big. That's just too big. Let's see if we can just tear this one down. She likes torn edges, which I do too. So we're just going to make her happy here. Ladybug Kisses, good morning. Thanks for saying hello. You know what, guys? I got to use this to see the comments because I can't read them up on that screen. They're too small. But please keep chatting with me. It is so much more enjoyable when you guys chat and talk to me. Hey, Carol, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So this is Craft and Chat. I craft, you chat, okay? I'm crafting, and I'll chat with you. But please don't leave me hanging, girls. Let's chat. Let's talk. What are you up to? What's going on in your world? Are you working on a journal? Have you never done a journal? Have you never seen a junk journal? Tell me. Oh, it slid right out of there. We're just going to go old school and tear it like this. There. I just have to take the littlest bit. I mean, I could take more off, but we could do more. I was just going to take the littlest bit off the top and bottom. We want torn edge on all edges, so I got to take a little bit off every side. See? Okay, now if I take one of my, this one's a little bit big, but this tells me I need to tear it here for sure. I need to tear off that much. So I'll go a little bit shorter than that maybe. And actually, if I go a little bit shorter, it'll give me more of this paper to embellish other parts of the journal with, which you know I'm big on. You know I'm big on that. Let's go like right here. Okay, so this, obviously, because the junk journals, that will not go to waste. So let's get our signature back. I'm just trying to figure out the order. So as I'm decorating, I know what I'm working with. Like this, I don't want to do too much to this. It's really a very, very pretty, kind of shiny wallpaper. And I don't want to cover that up too much. But the other pages we need to do, there's a lot of work to be done. So I'm just trying to figure out the order here. So I know what I'm working with each page, and I can decorate accordingly. And I won't end up sewing this in until it's almost done. Hey, Terry Green. Good morning, friend. Ladybug Kisses. She says, where did I put my phone, girls? Can't read it on my screen. I got to get this thing out. She says, I'm just starting junk journaling. I have accumulated so much stuff already, but don't know where to start. Oh, girl, hang out with me, please. Consider joining my craft therapy club because we have a very regular schedule in there. I go live very regularly. And you would have access to all the workshops I've offered since 2019 in there, which several of them are junk journals. You know, you're welcome to consider joining it. It's $15 a month. It's a membership club. I do challenges every month for them, and we play creative bingo, which looks like this. Let me grab it. So I give you this creative bingo challenge where if you say you want to participate, I give you some prompts from here, and you have to create anything you want. It can be a tag, it can be an ATC card, it can be a page in a journal, be whatever you want, a greeting card, using the prompts that I give you. And that has been so fun in the group. And then everybody shares their prompts and then what they created with them, which I love. We do all kinds of fun stuff in there. Okay, this is a little bit too big. Well, can we live with this, Gracie? Let's see. If I put this in here like this, no, it works. My thought is I am going to sew it in like this, and then it will be a fold, like she'll fold it up, and then she'll have all this place to do art or watercolor or whatever she wants on here. That's my thought. It can always be torn out. If I put this in here like this and she doesn't love it, she can always just tear that out and have the rest of this mulberry paper, rice paper, or whatever. I think it's mulberry paper. I said rice paper last night, but it's mulberry paper. She can use that however she wants. Okay, so this is that what I want for my cover? Or my next page, I should say. a lot of orange in here. We're going to have to cover that up with something. A widow something, something. We will. We're going to decorate. All right. So now, knowing that this is going to be facing this, now I can decorate this so that we're coordinated, right? I have some other elements chosen. Like I wanted to put something from our, like my town, my state in her book. Let me see, where does Anne live? Oh, I put her box. Does anybody know where Anne lives? Anne Fetters from Anne's Create and Share. I think, is she in Texas? No, excuse me. She's in Florida. She's in Florida. That's right. She started in Ohio and then she ended up in Florida. I want to put this card in there. It's a postcard that I found online and just printed because I don't have a postcard right now. So I thought, well, there's got to be one online. So I'm going to cut this out. Terry says, I'm looking forward to next week. I can't imagine just getting away from medical stuff, but will be wonderful. Is it next week? 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks yet. I think Terry's talking about the cruise. Let's look. Crafty Chicks Cruise is in 12 days. We're going on a cruise, girls. Me and almost 70 of my friends, my creative friends, a group cruise that I created for Crafty Chicks. We're going to the Caribbean. We're going to craft and journal together on the cruise. I have a bunch of fun activities planned for us. I can't wait, Terry. It is going to be a nice little getaway, isn't it? Time to just take a break. Time to take a break together. It'll be so fun. We're going to Jamaica and to the Bahamas on this cruise. And we got some little bit of sun. It'll be nice. Okay, so this, I was thinking I would make it a kind of a tip out. Oh, but it is big enough. It could also be a pocket. I mean, it's not so big that it can't be a pocket. So let me just look around in here and see where I might want to use this. Maybe on one of these orange pages, just to, you see how that just like breaks it up a little. I still think I'm going to cover that with something else somewhat, but that might be good right there. I'm just going to clip this in here because I may end up just putting it here. If I have an embellishment and I'm like, okay, I know I want to use this on this page, then that's what I'll do. I'll just clip it there so that I picked out a bunch of elements to use as I'm going through them. I kind of have a plan. If there's something like this one is very specific, for it is by Grace. Oh my gosh, it says Grace. You have been saved. And I told you, I think that this fits on here. If I cut this down a whole lot, it will fit on here perfectly. Like if I cut down the edges a whole lot, I might lose a little bit of this. Maybe I'll put it here. I guess the first thing to do is to cut it down, right? Because we're going to lose a bit of it. But I did a little measuring yesterday, and I think if I get really close, it will fit. I'm not so sure about this one. Honestly, I'm not even sure. I grabbed it. I think I like it for here. I like the contrast to the black and the white, and it will be a coloring page that she can fill in her book. It'll make her book a little bit, interactive for her. I've been saving this for a long time because it's from an adult coloring book and I loved it. I'm going to cut it down, girls. It makes me a little nervous, but I'm going to do it. It needs to be 6 and a mark, 6 1/8 by, I hate fractions, by 8 1/4. So we got to get it down to 8 1/4 is our first, and then 6 1/8. 6 1/8 is there. So we are going to be cutting off a bit. So let's just start cutting off. Well, first of all, let's cut this off, this fringe. You know me, I love me some fringe, but we're going to cut it off just so I can get started with making it the right size. Oh, I think I'm going to save that because that's how junk journalers think. That would be really fun to put somewhere. Oh, I know, we're a little kooky that way. Hold on, I lost your comments here on my phone. What happened? Where did you guys go? I'm going to pray and praise and follow you walkers on my scooter in the morning. Yes, let's do it. We're going to have morning prayer. I think we're there for 5 nights, and I think I have it scheduled for 4 of the mornings, I think. Thanks, Janet. Thank you for that sweet encouragement. Please chat with me, guys. What are you up to? Have you been on Whatnot a lot? Have you been... I've been absent because I went on that vacation with my family and a cruise with my family. All right, what did I say? 8 1/4 would put me right here, and I can't lose that. So we're going to start really chopping this down. I'm going to take a little off top and bottom until I get to 8 1/4 here. 8 1/4. And it's just going to fit at that rate. So we're going to, oh boy, Gracie, this is going to be tight. Oh, jeez Louise, are we going to make it? It's going to be very tight. Like I'm chopping off the top of those words. It almost looks like. So 8 1/4 by 6 1/8. Didn't I say? Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I don't want to lose her little pretty thing on her head. Let's do that. Oh, that's not even straight, Gracie. Hold on. Let's get back to this. Let's go this way, and we're going to straighten that out. Okay. And then here, 6. Oh my gosh, I don't want to ruin this, but I feel like I am. Is it this? Is that the right? That's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. It's making me sad. Let's see if we can fit this. I know it's not the right measurement, but I'm being hopeful. If I put it back here, it's too big. What do I cut off? All right. When I look at this, we have a little more blank space here than we do next to the D. So I'm going to take a little bit more of her caboose off. Her caboose, we're taking it off. I have a frog in my throat. Stop it now. All right, we're going to take more off. Oh no, I hate it. It's so pretty. I'm working on Anne's journal. Someone asked, let me see, somebody asked, what are you doing? Danielle, hi, good morning. Take off the EP. What's the EPP? What does that mean? Take off the EP. We're going to put it here. I'm working on, I'm so sorry, guys, Anne's journal from the Friendship Journals on a Journey event. And I'm putting the first signature in. And this is the cover of the signature that I created last night when I was live on Facebook. And now I'm trying to decorate the rest of her. Okay, if I put that there, it's going to be next to this. Do I like it? Do you like it? Don't you like it next to the wallpaper? Or I could put it by itself back here so that it's going to be next to the next person's journal cover. Or, like, seriously, will it slip in here? No, it's too... I sewed this paper bag together to make a pocket here, but it won't fit in there. Unless I decide to fold it or something. You know, like if I folded it and then made it a tip out, something she can open, but I want her to be able to work on it. So I think it's going to end up right. I think it's going to end up here. because I'm not sure that I like it next to the paper. I think I'm going to end up right here. I think it's kind of cool. I do. It's different. And then she'll have a coloring page in her book. And I thought about, since my name is Grace, this is going in Anne's book, I thought about coloring in the word grace and letting her do the rest, or just leave it. I don't really have any room on the bottom. Danny, I wish I did. It'd cut off Ephesians. I don't want to cut that off. We'll keep reference to the good book. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. All right. I think it's going right here. So I could just glue this down now. I think I'm going to use a combination of glue stick and uh-oh. I dropped my watercolor paper pad on the floor. Glue stick and liquid glue. We'll do a combo. Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, gotcha. She says, right, but you could put it somewhere else on the page. That's true. We could, but I think I got it. I think it's going to fit the way it is. So we're going to go with it. Listen, at some point though, right? I can go back and forth about this stuff. And at some point you just gotta decide and just do it. Just get her done. All right. Because I'm really bad at my edges. I wanted to make sure I really got my edges glued. Let's move that aside. A little glue book. I'm trying to use up this glue. I've had it for a long time. It's Art Glitter Glue in here. It was an empty bottle for that stinking applicator that I don't like at all, that glue gun. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. Am I going to get in trouble? I don't know if Whatnot is as Gestapo-like about the words that you use. But I know, like on YouTube and stuff, people will not say certain words because they're just afraid of getting their videos not being shown by the system, right? Like because they used a word that was bad. I don't know what else happens, but I see it all the time. I listen to a lot of podcasters, and I know they're super careful about their words. Okay. Let's see if we can do this, girls. Thanks, Danny. All right, you guys are awfully quiet. Remember I said? Remember our deal? I'm crafting, you're chatting. Talk to me. Have you been on Whatnot a lot? What sales have you been part of? What good sellers have you found recently that you want to share with us? Give me all the deets. I'm not pushing too hard. I don't want my glue. Sometimes I do want the glue to move, but I don't want my glue to like ooze out as I'm pushing like this. It'll come down and it'll just come out the edge. And I don't want that. I want it to stay where it is. But I want to make this nice and flat and make sure it's really adhered on there well. There. All right. We got that done. This is like stark contrast, so different from the cover. And that's okay. I feel like when I junk journal, I'm okay with that. Everything. I'm not a person who feels like my junk journals have to be matchy. In fact, I actually feel like it's a bit too perfect when, I do. And I understand it when people are, especially if you're just starting out and you are a person who buys a paper pack that all matches, or a kit, printable kit, and it all matches. And that's all you use in the whole book is those matching things. I understand it because it makes there's not a whole lot to decide on. It's just pretty easy, but it's not my jam. Like it's not my preference. I think I've been doing this long enough where I feel like it's really more challenging to go into your stash of junk and pretty things like decorative papers, and like this is a wallpaper, and pull it together, trying to get a vibe. I feel like it's more creative in that way because it's up to you to make it all cohesive and work together. So I prefer when I'm creating to use very different things and bringing them together and making the match. Like I went through Some of the clusters that I've created, see how this is cranberry? Her book cover has that. She has this. This is her journal cover, but she put a smaller book cover. This is literally like an antique book cover that she pulled off of a book, cut it off, and then used it as part of the decorative element to the front of her book, but it's cranberry. And then she has blue butterfly, okay, with lots of neutrals. And she has the gold. So I matched her here with her vibe. I used the golds. I used a doily last night we did this where I colored it up and distressed it. I used some old colored cheesecloth that I dyed or stained. So I matched her vibe here, but when I was going through my stash of things that I could use, I found this, and it's kind of the same vibe, but it's not super matchy, right? Like, you know, like if you're going to do a seashore, we're doing a seashore. Well, my theme for my travel journal that we're going to do on the cruise in a couple of weeks is I used Twisted Paper Studios seashore kit, and I'm mixing that in with a bunch of other stuff to give myself kind of a seashore theme. This doesn't really have a theme other than the grungy vintage vibe. So yeah, I can put a mushroom. I can put a swan. I can put these sweet little vintage 1950s girls. Do you think they're from the 50s? Maybe the 40s in there. I made this big puzzle piece last night during the live to use somewhere in her book. Like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yeah, you put whatever you want in it because it doesn't have a specific theme. So I have a lot of things to use. We just got to decide what to use and where. Okay, so let me look at, I had grabbed some quotes, and then I just had these. This is from the Digital Collage Club. And they kind of match the vibe of the grunginess, as does this, which is from my porch prints. It must have been a freebie that I found and I loved. So I printed it out, but that would be really cool to use somewhere. So you see, I went through all of the stuff that I have and just started grabbing things that I think will work in here. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Thanks for saying so. Janet, thank you. She says she turned out lovely. Vintage is cool. I agree. Way too much. I'm supposed to be going on strike, so I don't spend too much. Oh gosh, that's funny. That's funny. Sometimes I have to put myself on strike from spending too. All right, I have also, here's a basket of things that I grabbed that I thought. I embossed this old, what do you call them? What are these little cards called that they use in school? And then I decoupaged a napkin. I stamped it and it's embossed. And I thought that's so cool, right? Like, oh, that'll show up really nicely right there. If I put it there. But I grabbed all these elements, things that I have that I thought would really fit the vibe of this. I've got some vellum paper. I have this old postcard. She is in Ohio, so I grabbed a postcard from my stash that was written to a woman, Miss L.B. Thompson, in Toledo, Ohio. So I thought that would be fun to put in her book. She loves antique vintage things. I have this element. Let's maybe find a home for this. This I might even just clip that there. So that she can use it wherever she wants. But let me find a home for this. And it needs to be somewhat of a sturdy page. This is the flimsiest of pages, actually. It's, I think, wrapping paper. The sturdiest page is my paper bag. But that's not going to go there because of this wallpaper. But I do want to use this in here. So this is an element I created. I did a couple of these. Oh, look at it's cranberry on that side. I made a couple of these where it's journaling space. So you open it up and it has piece of coffee stained paper that she can journal on or have a hidden journal entry or anything she wants. She could, you know, if she had some kind of keepsake that she wants to put in there, she could wrap it up in there. And then you just use a ribbon or a string or something to tie with the little eyelets. I think I'm going to put this here. I think it'll match really well here. I'm going to make it a belly band because if I glue just the top and the bottom, then we can tuck something in there as well. The only thing is, let's make sure, Gracie, is that really where we want it? Yeah, because of we have floral here. I don't want double florals. Don't think I'll like that. This is rather plain, and this is, but I don't think, oh, it is big enough. This is a bit sturdier because it's a wallpaper panel, so it's like, I don't know that you could even tear that very easily, but it's flimsy like this. So let's put something down there, maybe watercolor paper, Gracie, or do we want to use, maybe I'll use cardboard. Let me go back to my cardboard stash. If I did watercolor paper, I'm going to have to do a lot of adjustments to it to get it to match the vibe. Oh, we're going through my stash. Hang tight, girls. Look at all these. See, I'm a grunge lover. Look at all these grungy bits of cardboard that I've painted over the years or offloaded paints onto. I don't think any of these are big enough is the problem. That one just doesn't match. It's not the right vibe. I think that's too much. I think it's too much. We could use plain cardstock. Give me some ideas in the comments. What could I use there that's going to make that sturdy? I'm looking at my stash here. When you guys type in some ideas, I'm going to look here. I'm going to go to my paper stash and see what I have. It has to be a cardstock. All right, I'm rolling back over to you, girls. Can you hear my rolly chair? I have this paper from the Paper Studio. That is rather thick, and I think with that would be enough. So let's take a peek in here and see if there's anything that we like. So here's my floral. It needs to match that. That would work because it's neutral enough, like it's just a plain pattern. I don't want another floral necessarily, unless it's something either really, probably really small. This would be great. Embossed cardstock. You know, Deborah, I love that idea. Here's the only issue. You can only emboss in 5x7 is about the biggest piece of paper that you can emboss. And this page, of course, is like 8. Is it 8 1/4? And I want it to cover that page, whatever I put down. Like that would really work. So this piece of paper actually, see, it's not quite cardstock, but it's a really thick brown paper. And look at how pretty that is. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna move this out of here, move this all over, because I want to show you something. This is a piece of rolled up, it's a roll that I have of wallpaper, like border. It's actually wallpaper border that I cut down to make a page. But look at how it curls up. It just, because it was rolled, it naturally wants to curl. And doesn't feel like you can tear it real easily, but it's really malleable. Like it's really curly and stuff. So actually if I attach this to this, it's actually going to be quite sturdier. So we're going to do that. We're going to attach these to each other. We're going to glue them down together. So I just need some markings to tell me where to cut my brown paper. And then I'll have the rest of what's left over that I can use in other places in her book. How's that sound for a plan? You down with that? You jiving with what I'm trying to do here? Let's do it. So this won't go to waste, girls. We don't throw things like that. Well, Gracie doesn't anyway. You do you. I always say you do you when it comes to your creative stuff and the way you do it. But I like to share the way I do it, hopefully to inspire, give you some more ideas. Like this would make a great little pocket, right? It's big enough to be a pocket. Now, we're going to glue these together. How did I have this? Like this probably. And then this one, let's get it upright. I could sew and give it that, I could put a stitch around it to give it some like extra element of texture and stuff. But let's start by gluing it, and then I will take it to my sewing machine, which, by the way, I set up right behind me on the table behind me. So it's always set up, which is nice. It's really nice. You love it on the brown? Thanks, Darcy. Thanks for being here. The flashcard is so cool. Isn't it cool? Gosh, we got some cool stuff in the world that we can use in our junk journaling. I mean, come on. Where do you guys get most of your junky? What I heard, who was it who said it yesterday? I think it was Nicole from the Sparkle Junkie. I think is what she calls herself, Nicole Prose Sparkle Junkie. She said yesterday, I didn't get it from my trash bin. I got it from my bin of trash because we're junk journalers. So where do you procure your trash? I'm going to take this to my machine as well, but let's get a good gluing down. I mean, the mail is obvious, right? Even catalogs and magazines that I get in the mail become real good. Some people would say the word fodder, like good stuff to use for your junk journals. Look at this. We could write little secret notes in our glue. I'm pushing it down so it's like the thinnest bead of glue. I'm going to sew all the way around it too, so I don't need to worry about the edges so much. And in fact, I don't want to run it through my machine. Oh, look at that. We got like a little mound of glue up there. I don't want glue getting on my needle and on my machine, so it's probably not. I probably want to avoid those edges anyway. Okay, let's see. Now comes the most difficult part about this is lining it up. I was cutting cruise logos yesterday from my Cricut Maker for one of the craft stations on the cruise. And the hardest part is lining things up. Like, look at, I got that little bit of white right there. Do I have a little bit of dark on this side? Oh yeah, like I'm not quite lined up. We're just going to cut that off because I don't have the patience to be precise. It actually drives me a bit batty. Okay, we're going to fold it back in half. We're going to cut off our extra. This made it so much more sturdy. All right, now there's no folding and bending of that. It just made it a little thicker. Kind of like my thighs. It's a little thicker. I know. Girls, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I'm a little bit quirky that way. All right, let me see. What's everybody saying? Come on in. Come visit with us. We are crafting and chatting. I'm working on Anne's friendship journal. I'm the first one to put a signature in her friendship journal. And Nicole, I watched Nicole yesterday while she worked on my journal, and I am in love. I'm from Boston. She totally took my love of all things colonial and Boston and kind of ran with it. And I love what she did. And you know, the thing is, if you were doing this friendship journals on a journey, would you watch the makers working on your book, or would you want to not see it and be completely surprised? Answer me that question. All right, I heard Anne say yesterday that she doesn't like square corners. She doesn't like this. So before I forget, let's go through and I know it's tedious to watch, but we're going to go through and do this because she don't like it. The girl, she said she don't like it. And it's her book. So the cover, it might be too late for the cover, but let's go through and fix. Now this is going to go here. It's going to get glued there. And then I will put a little ribbon. I might glue it a little bit off to the left just to be different. And so she has room to stuff stuff back there because it will be also, it will, well, we could make it a tuck spot. I usually make it a belly band, but actually, maybe I'll glue the whole thing down all the way to the left and make it a tuck spot. But before I do that, let me just focus on one thing at a time, Gracie girl. And right now, we're going to try to fix all of these corners because Anne said she does not like square corners in her book. Now, let me just clip this here because I think I'm going to put it here. I think it's too late for the paper bag. Maybe not. I mean, I've sewn here. It is, let's take a peek. Can I round that? Do you think it'll work with my string there? Should we try it? This one I had to double sew. I just love the grungy girls. I love me some grunge. Let's just see. It's got strings. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. Who have you? I've not been on Whatnot in quite a while. In fact, I put my page on vacation mode because I wasn't doing any sales and I was on vacation with my family. So we went bare bones, right? I have put my whole store. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, it did work. All right, let's do it. Put my whole store on vacation mode because we didn't get my little white swan paper. That's weird. Hop in there. Oh, it's separated. That's why. Fix a Rooney. Let's fix you. Get down. Get on up. Get down. Get on up. Right. I know I'm kooky. I never said I wasn't. Let's do it. We're going to help her out because she does not like these kinds of corners. And it's her book. It's her book. I'm working in Anne's book and I want to make sure she gets what she likes. I don't want to lose this thread. Oh, that one's kind of already rounded. I'm going to do this. We're not going to put that through the clipper because I don't want to lose that thread. It's just too good. All right, there's my covers done. Let's go through these. These should be faster because they're all just like regular weight paper. I actually have another type of clipper that does like some different things with the corners. So let's use this just to give her something different to look at. So who have you been watching on Whatnot? It was my original question I wanted to ask you. Have you found any cool sellers? Anybody in the vintage paper, ephemera vibe or crafting vibe? Have you found anybody that you like? I'm not going to cut my vellum because it's a bag and I can do these corners. Well, let's just see. Let's not speak too soon, Gracie. It's getting all excited here. Talk to me, girls. Tell me something. Tell me something I need to know about who's out there that I should be following that I might not be following on Whatnot or anywhere. I mean, heck, I'm sure you're like me. You're all over the internet trying to look for more inspiration and people to hang out with. So who have you found recently that you love? Uh-oh, that did not go well. What happened there? What? What? Why are you being like that? I don't know why you're being like that. Let's just not. I'm trying to cut. Now, the other half of this paper is like way back here. But I'm trying to cut them so they match. It's probably being a little picky, huh? And you know I'm not usually that picky. Nope, not me. Okay, that one's done. We'll go back to the rounder. I'm not doing them all the same. Let's be kooky and do each one a little bit different. All right, I'm not going to flip back and forth. It's just too much work, girls. This isn't quite fitting in there all the way. Oh, it did round it though. This one's torn, so it already has kooky edges. And this one I can't do. Well, can I do it? I could do it. Stop lying, Gracie. You can. You can do it. It's just that this is going to end up being a, look at, these aren't even down here. She doesn't like them straight. So we're going to help her out. She does not like those raw edges. I don't generally do this in my books, but like I said, it's not my book. Now that's not a raw edge. That's already angled, so we're going to leave that. I'm not seeing, let me see. Any comments? Any comments? Hey, Joanne, how are you? Thanks for saying hello. Welcome, welcome. Embossed cardstock, featured cardstock. All right. Check in. I'm not seeing a whole lot of comments, girls. All right, I think I got the rest of them. That bait made a big old fat mess of my desk because I got little shards of. This one collects the paper. This one just lets it run, or lets it run loose like this. All right, here's my cover. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of these extra strings. Let's put these two away because I'm done with them. And then we're back to this. And I think I will make this a tuck spot because it's, I usually make it a belly band, but I think I'm going to just be a little different here. Let's use my art glitter glue and make it a tuck spot. So I put a cardstock base on this, which makes it sturdier in your book, and it also allows for something like this. Now we can use it for something. Whoa, that's the coffee talking. Look at, I am not precise. I am not straight. Good gravy. Girl got issues. Girl's got issues. All right. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so pretty. And then, gloriously, I'll be able to stick something in there that makes my little heart happy. And maybe her heart happy. Like, I won't be this postcard because I want to put this postcard somewhere else. But a lot of times when I'm making these books, particularly if I sell them, what I'll do is I'll take my offcuts that I have not used to decorate the book, and I'll include them in the book. So that whoever gets the book can continue to decorate it and have the matching offcut pieces to do it. All right, now I need a little ribbon for right here. Hold on, first coffee. We need coffee. Thanks, Rusty. How are you, friend? What's going on, girl? We're crafting and chatting this morning, Miss Rusty. All right, I'm rolling away, girls. And I'm not going far. Just hang tight. Now, she has a lot of gold in her book. And I have this extra piece of gold from a project that I did. She loves the gold in her book, so let's use this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it rather big. I'm going to keep this with the rest of the, the elements that I'm decorating with in this book. I'm going to keep it with it because if I need to use it again, I'll have matching cord. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is wrap this twice just because you can, because nobody said, don't do that. That's weird. Listen, you do you, girls. It's your book. It's your creative little brain having fun and relaxing, doing the pretty things. So if you want to think out of the box, I can't get it. I can't get it in. That's what she said. Is anybody an Office lover? That show, The Office. All right, we're gonna tie this. Oh, geesh, it's resisting me. I don't know if you can see that, but it's resisting me. We're gonna tie this in. I should have left a little more rope or ribbon or whatever you call it, but I didn't. So we're going to have a tiny little bow here. Oh my goodness, but it's so cute. Shut it. She likes the gold. So like I did here, especially on the black, I used my metallic gold paint and distressed and dry brushed it all over. Actually, I did it all over this piece, like even on the inside, dry brushed it with gold because that's what her cover looks like. So I will do the same thing to this. I'm not going to do it right now because I want it to stay dry while I'm decorating. Okay, but now this page, oh, shut it. Girl, the black on black, are you kidding me with that? And then this little journal spot, which is also now a tuck spot. Now, I don't want to forget that it's a tuck spot. All right, I have a bunch of decorated cardboard somewhere. Let me go back. Oh, I was going to sew around that and I forgot. Girl, you forgot. All right, all that painted cardboard that I have. It might be fun to stick a spot of it in here. Like this one actually has shimmer on it already. It's too bright, but I am going to stick this in here and then we're going to use gesso and we're going to dark. Oh yeah, we got to paint that too. It's just cardboard. That's just cardboard that I had. We're going to put that in there because why not? Where's my gesso? Gesso, where you be at? Come on now. Come on now, friend. Help me out. All right, we got this. I have this as a cereal box that I was using last night for my painting. See, there's my little spot of gold. My little spot of gold, but let's blacken this up. This I can put aside to dry. So I don't want to lose that shimmer though. I'm not going to cover that up if I can help it. Let's just, and I'll even let that white, I'll let it survive. I'll let it live. I'm going to do that. Well, you know what, Gracie? Don't be so stiff. I have this black shimmery paint up there on the shelf. I could always add more. Don't get all worked up, girl. Just do your thing. If you dry brush, you get those little ridges show. Ooh, that was good. That was good. I want to cover the red. I don't want the red. I mean, somebody brought this up too last night. Like some junk journalers, and I think I fit in this category. I want to see that it's junk. So I might let just a little of that red peek through. Like, what was this? At one point, it was something else, and we made it into this really cool, junky bit to use in the book. So let's let just a little of that red peek out. Okay, I'm going to put this aside to dry, and we'll keep working on it, but that I'm going to let that dry. That's going to be, oh, jeez Louise. Watch them. You did it to yourself, Gracie. That's what my dad always used to say to me. You did it to yourself, Gracie. All right, now this is where we are. We got this page here, needing some love, I've got all these extra offcuts. Oh, that's this that I can use. We can make a little pocket here. Let's do it, except I think we're going to cut this. I think that I could also decorate this page a little more, but let's use this to make a pocket. And I got a little challenge for you girls. You tell me, get your little typing fingers ready. Vote pocket with the cranberry facing up, or should we double whammy it and it's like a hidden pocket with that facing up? I actually think I like this a lot. That is a little whacked out. I like it. But she has all this black all over her book. Oh, sheesh, that was bigger than I wanted. So let us carry that theme. Come on, what are you doing to me? You're not cooperating. We're going to carry that black theme and add it to this. This page was a decorative, I told you guys last night, it was decorative paper that I had in my stash that I just kept passing up. I was not using it. I was not using it. So what I'll do with that kind of paper sometimes, when I keep seeing it in my stash and then I keep passing it up over and over and over again, is I will go in and I'll paint the other side, stain the other side, spray the other side, stencil the other side, and then put it back in my stash. And then I find like, then I'll start using it because it just seems more interesting to me. And then I'll grab for it. All right, I don't necessarily want to get the black on the page underneath. So let's do this. But I am gonna, you're gonna just stress a little. And I might add some gold to this too. It already has the stenciling, so I don't need to add more stenciling. We're just adding the black so it's cohesive. It's matching all the other black vibe we got going on here. And this is just gesso. You could use paint. I have my gesso handy, so that's what I'm using. You see how I'm not going all in one direction? Sometimes I go all in one direction, but sometimes I don't because I want it to look more random. I'm going to add gold to everything. So just keep in mind, I'll be adding some gold to this. But I feel like that vibe next to this black page, that's a lot better. I need more black here. Come on. There. I think I'm going to go like this, girls. What do you think? Any comments? Let's see. Am I missing comments? Nope. You guys aren't very talkative. You're just leaving me hanging out here, talking to myself. It's a very sad world I live in. That's funny. All right. I made the corners match because she don't like her corners not matching. Or she doesn't like them squared off. So let's do that. And then we're going to stick something pretty in here, right? Like we're not going to let this just be. I could make a tag out of that, actually. Make that a pretty tag, yes. All right, let's glue her down because that's what we're doing. What time is it, girls? Somebody give me a time check, please. Time check. If you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, hello, my friends. I can't see your comments because I am in the Whatnot app. So I can't see your comments, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I need you to go this way just a tish, please. Thank you. Maybe up. Yep, there you go. Now she's good. I'm going to do this, and I think, let's see, what do we do here? I'm going to put a little notch in that as well. I should have done it before I put it in there, but since we did not, we're going to do it now. And then, you know, when something's in there, you're going to see that pocket stand out a little more with that little notch. So this, maybe what I could do, it's kind of that flimsy paper. So let's see about making this into a pretty tag somehow. So maybe we'll put one of these quotes on here. I took this out. I get by with a little help from my friends. I think I'm going to use that somewhere in here. All right, this is flimsy. We need to bolster it a little bit. So let's go over to my, this is just packaging. Oh, I think I put some kind of, varnish on there, obviously. But let's cut this to size, and we're going to use this to back this. And then we're going to make it purdy. Am I getting the varnish side? Yes, I am. I'm getting the varnish side. Do I want to use the varnish side? I don't think so. I think I'm going to hide the varnish side, actually. Let's go on this side. It doesn't matter though, Gracie, really. Why are you being so picky? Stop being like that. Just stop it with your bad self. Just cut the darn thing. Oh my gosh, this is why we keep junk, because we build from it. Oops. You know what, Grace? You should just stand for a while. I've been sitting on this chair and rolling around. I think I'll just stand for a little bit just to put a different position. Now, we're covering this. The only reason I'm covering this is because I want it to be sturdier. Okay, it's not about, I don't necessarily want to cover that, but it's just not sturdy enough on its own. So actually, remember I said I was going to sew that other thing and then I didn't. Let's do a little sewing on this. I'm going to glue the middle. And then I'm just going to take it to my machine because my machine is plugged in right behind me. So glorious. I moved it again. I changed things up last night. I was telling my son, Gannon, he was here with me yesterday. Hey, Constance, how are you? I'm working on Anne's journal from the Journals on a Journey event over on Facebook that I'm taking part in. Every second Sunday, we all go live. We created our own covers. And then each one of us takes turn adding a signature to our book. And I'm working on Anne's Create and Share. I have her cover. I'll show it one more time. Where did you put it, Gracie? Where did you put it? Hold on. Where did I put her cover? Oh, it's on the table behind me. This is Anne's cover, and I'm really trying to match her vibe. Oh my gosh, look at this gorgeous thing. So it's empty. She's got 5 signatures ready to go. I'm the first one to put a signature in it, and I'm working on her signature. So I have until Monday. I have to ship this off. That's my deadline. So I'm working on that right now. Just to fill you in, Constance, since you just got here. I don't want you to be lost about what is going on here. What are you doing, girl? That's what I'm doing. All right, we're going to make a pretty little tag or something. A little something here for Miss Anne for that pocket. I'm going to take it to my machine. This is just going to make it sturdier. I'm going to take it to my machine and I'm going to sew. Hold on, girls. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I'm using my machine over on this side of the table in a long time. I used to have it over here and then I moved it and now I moved it back. I don't know if you guys are like that with your craft space. My thread's a little wonky. Hold on, girls. I know you can't see me. Be patient with me. Talk to me in the comments, please. Don't leave me hanging out here by myself. We're just sewing. Nothing fancy going on here. We're just going to sew around on this and make it really pretty. I should have cut it down. Hold on. We're changing our mind here. I got this, but I should have, if I want it to literally be a tag, I should have cut it down. Yes. We should have cut something. I'm not very good at this, to be truthful, but we're going to try it. Best way to do this is with a ruler. So let us do this. I'm going to go down an inch. Is an inch good? Maybe 1.5 inches. That's going to be kind of steep. Let's try it. Okay, Gracie, I need, first of all, we need a table that has a grid because I rely on this so much. I'm going to put this on here and I'm lining it up with the grid marks. This will help me with my measuring. I only learned to use one of these table mats when I was quilting. And it helped me so much. I'm going to go 1.5 inches. I don't know if it's the right decision. I don't make my own tags very often, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut from there. Now, how steep do I want to go? Maybe 1/2 inch. So here, so I went 1.5 inches down, made a mark. What did I say? 1/2 inch. Is that 1/2 inch, Gracie? Yeah, that's 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and I made a mark. Now I'm going to make a straight line from one spot to the other, and that's my cut line. It's going to be very mellow, actually. I should have maybe gone in. So you see where my cut line, that's not right, Gracie. That's where my cut lines will be. I'm not very good at this. I really am not. Do I want it to be a little more pronounced? Maybe cut. Oh, I see why. It's because my tag isn't even straight. Maybe I want to go to the 3/4 mark. Is that what we want to do? I'm not very good at it, girls. I never said I was. Listen, you get the concept, but I always tell you I hate fractions. I hated geometry. I hate all these things. Here's the easiest way to do this. Let's cut this. Okay, now I want it to be, even if it's a little wonky in shape, I still want it to be symmetrical. So we're going to use this over here and we're going to cut on that line. I should have done that. And I wanted to do this before I took it to the sewing machine. So now I can sew. So it's a tag of sorts. It's not I don't know, it's not bad. It's not Tim Holtz worthy, but who needs Tim? We got girl power going on over here. Okay, I'm going to keep sewing. I'm going to keep sewing. Now, I'm going to, oh, come on, stop moving away on me. Can you guys hear my machine? Just working. It's going to be wonky. That's the way I roll. But it goes with the whole vibe. Yeah, it's going to be a wonky. So this is why I actually don't quilt anymore. Because I can't do precise. I just can't. It's not in my wheelhouse, girls. But we sewed all the way around. It's easier to see on this side. This is going to go here. And actually, let's do something to the back. This is my next job, is to do something to the back of this. So I'm going to take out my little paint thing here. This is all painted and ready to go as a little embellishment, but let me get some more black. Little by little, I'm just going to go through. Oh, actually, I have, and I don't need that to be a blob. I need to dry brush. Anne told us in her sheet that, you know, we each filled out a sheet on this friendship journal that says about me. And my favorites, my name, my page name, my birthday, fun facts about me, who I am. And she said she's a 76-year-old grandma. That's part of how she identifies herself. So I took out my numbers and I'm going to put a 76 a few different places in this book because that's her age right now. Her birthday is in April. Let's darken up these edges. Oh, I took too much. Girl, you took too much. What did you do, Gracie? So I think I'm going to right now use that 76 on this tag. I think that would be really cool. And do I want to put it on this side? I think I'll put it on this side. So I took it out already and got it ready. So I'm going to put this here, and then what about one of these phrases? Because you know I can't, oh no, I made it too dark. No, it's too dark. You know what? It's okay. Here's what we're going to do. I can't not do it over here. We're going to do just a little bit. She's already got the gold over here. And I'm going to golden everything up later. I'm just going to do that all at once. I'll go through the book and add some of that gold. But here, I'm going to put the 76 here. And I'm actually going to use white, I think, just to contrast it. Let's make this decorative. Okay, hold on. What if I need it to go this way so I can put the 76 in here. I'm going to put it up a little bit. And I actually am going to do this in gold. Because I think that'll be a nice contrast. This was in water, so we're going to, but I used this with my gold last night, so. All these little details, girls, when you're making a book, this stuff, it takes time. It just takes time. So I always remind you, you know, I do sell some of my books, and I just want to remind you, not just for me, but for anybody. I buy other people's journals to be inspired by them and to have other ideas on things, ways to do things, and how to be cohesive and incorporate different techniques. So when you're buying other people's journals, please keep in mind the sheer number of hours. It's like a quilt that goes into making these handmade items. And if you're creating them, you know this already. If you are a creator, you're knowing that already. Trying to stipple it on so that I don't have too much bleed through. I need more glue, or I need more gold. Please say hello when you jump on in. Would love to know that you're here. Would love to know where you're coming in from. Are you a junk journaler? Are you a creative of some sort? And what kinds of creations do you do? I go live on Mondays here on Whatnot. And if you're watching from YouTube and Facebook, I just can't see your comments because I'm over in the Whatnot app. But please still say hello. I'll look at the comments later. Oh, it's really, really subtle, which is nice. Since I have, see, it's subtle, but it is metallic. Since I have this gold on my brush, let's just go through and add a little bit of metallic gold to the back of this. I feel like, whoa, I just rolled it right through my paint blob. That's freaking hilarious. Girls, Gracie just... to see if I could do something with that. Oh my Lord, Grace. Girls, can't make this shit up. Look at me. Look at me. Look at her go. She's just making a big old mess. Jeez Louise, I dropped it and it went right through both paint blobs. Trying to add some gold. Okie dokie. We're getting there. I'm going to do that 76, but I'm going to do it in a different color. I think I'm going to do it in white so that it really stands out on here. Now I have wetness all over this thing. That is supposed to be protecting my table, but now look what I did. I got wet everywhere. I was going to try to roll that off my brush, and all I did was make a mess. As usual, because that's the way I roll. Should we put a brad or just punch a hole? Should we, brad? Eyelet. Excuse me, eyelet. Should we do an eyelet? Let me put, where's my other paintbrush? My one with black on it right here. Let's put these together right there so I have them when I need them. I'm going to put this in white right here. I can find my white. Where my white be? Hear me digging around. Constance, will I have any of mine for sale anytime soon? I really got to get my bearings straight Constance, seriously. Getting ready for this Crafty Chicks cruise. Taken off in 2 weeks, and I've been putting a lot of time and energy into the details, making sure everybody has the transfers they need to the airport and are at the hotel for the group, and getting our activities planned for the cruise itself. Okay, my 6 was not very inked up, so we're gonna work a little harder at that. There we go. So for now, at least until probably we get back from the cruise, I probably will not. Is that good, Gracie? We're going right here. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is nice. I'm excited about this. I need a wet wipe to clean my tag. Or my tag, my 76, because we're going to do that a couple of times in the book. Thought that would be fun. Oh, geez, I made a mess. You did it to yourself. Okay, now, actually, let's put this aside for a second and go to this guy. This is the guy that is going to go in that other pocket. And remember I said I would put some gold on it later. Well, since I have my gold out, let's just do some gold. Oh gosh, it's so pretty. Black gesso with a bit of metallic paint brushed on top of it. It is just so pretty. Okay, this little bit is going in that other pocket. And I will put something decorative on here, don't you worry. But I wanted, while I had all my stuff out, I wanted to get that done. Okay, that's good. Let's put this aside and look at our signature again, because that's where we're working from, is this signature. Now, where's this pocket right here? This I'm going to stick in here. And I'll do something decorative to it. I don't know what yet, though. But it's going to go in there. And then this is going to go in here. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's let this even come out a little bit more. I'm going to take a white gel pen and outline this in a really messy fashion. Really messy. We're going super. Like, see this? I'm even adding to what was originally there. I'm embellishing it even further. We're going to really make this 76 stand out. I'm outlining it first. And then we're going to add some scratchiness to it to make it a little more. Just more. We just want more. A little bit more grungy. Oh, that's freaking cool. Come on, pen. Do your thing. What do you think? It shows up so much better, doesn't it? Let me see if I have a white. Do I have a? Oh, I do. What? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, girls. Hold your horses. Oh man, is it the only other color that I have? Oh, it's a minty green, but it matches this thing right here. I haven't even used these yet. How do you get them out of here? How do you bust open to this thing? You know what? Why? This, let's see if they'll fit in here. This little crocodile what do you call it? Holder. Why do we even bother with this? Oh, geez, they're everywhere. Throw that out. Let's put these maybe in here. Oh, they almost fit. Do I want green? What other colors do I have? All right. It's going to be on this facing page. So I've got pink, yellow, greens. I have that gold, but I think I want a little pop of color, to be honest with you. So this minty green, like, look at how cool that'll be. Just a tiny little pop of color there. Let's do it. Why not? I think I need the big hole. Do I need the big hole? Yeah. I hate this thing, to be honest with you. It's just not, it never plays nice. We're at 2 1/4. So if I go straight down, 2 1/4, and if I can get this to go straight down, then 1 and what is it called? 1/8 is my spot. That would be centered, I hope. Let's hope for the best. Oh, Gracie, I can't see what I'm doing. I can't slice so good. We're going to go a little bit this way. Don't get your finger in there, Grace. Listen, at some point you just got to do it. You just can't second guess yourself. Look at how cool that's going to be. I love it. All right, let's see if we can get her done. I don't have the best of luck with these darn things. I really don't. But I have discovered that the quality of, don't buy cheap ones of these because the cheap ones don't work. This is going here. And now a couple of things. This white, when I put this in here, you can't see it. So I'm going to put white all the way around with my gel pen. And we got to find a little, some kind of black. What color do I want in there for ribbon or string? We're going to take this white. See what I'm doing? It's not hard, girls. You got this. I got the stitching. I've got some black distressing. I've got gold distressing. I got the gold 76 and the gold, or the white 76. And then I did the sprig of flowers in gold. I know it seems like a lot going on, but there's a reason. Like, I put the white around that so it would stand out more. And then when you pull this out, the white and the white match, right? I'm actually going to do a little thicker up here. So I went on the outside of my stitch zone. Now I'm going to come on the inside at certain places of the stitch zone, just to make that white a little more prominent. And I was thinking about writing something on here. If you are loved or something, but maybe I'll just leave it like that. Okay, I'm checking for comments. Constance, I really don't you, Constance, when you say that? She said you really get into it. Do you mean like, it sounds like I'm having fun? Like, that's what you mean, I'm into it? Or you mean like I get very detailed? I wonder what you mean by it. I'm just curious what you're thinking when you say that. In what way do you see me, really getting into it? I'm going to write something on here, but I got to think about what I want to write. And then I got to find that black thread. Let me find my black thread first. Black ribbon or something. I've got raffia. That might be cool. In quite black, but it is really cool looking. It's like a very muted tone to it, almost a purpley tone. So Constance, when you say that I really get into it, like what are your thoughts about that? Meaning I'm very detailed, or do you mean excited? I need to poke this through here. Come on, come out through the other side. Come out, wherever you are. Meet the young lady who fell from a star. Do you remember Wizard of Oz? Did I just... Maybe it's not big enough. Maybe I need a bigger piece. Let's just see if we can get this one to work. Yeah, I mean, it's too small though. Is it? No, it's kind of cute. Oh my gosh. So here's what we got right now. I want a phrase on here, I think, but I'm just trying to think of what to put on there. And so something like that, I might leave to the very end because I think I want to write in gold on here. But yeah, like it's nothing's coming to me right now of what to write to her, like a little phrase or something, but I don't know what. So in that instance, I might just stick this in here, and it actually looks really good both ways. I might just stick this in here and leave it until the end, and then I'll figure it out. This as well, I would like to do something with this. You know what? Let's just do it now. I have all these elements that I was going to decorate with. I have some vellum. I have some embossed papers to stick in places. I've got these fabulous butterflies from Tim Holtz. I'm really digging this purplish. Doesn't show up that great. What is this right here? Oh, it's just a half a wing. This one, that one show up really well. I also have these little doodads, said doodads from Tim Holtz that I could add onto here. Oh, I love random numbers and letters, and I love the color of this one. It might be this one. Okay, and needing some texture. So if this is sticking here, then I kind of wouldn't mind having this butterfly sticking out right there. Is this the side I want to do this on? It is. And then I need some texture. So we're going to look at some fabric maybe. A little bit of fabric. And I have that cheesecloth, don't I? We still have that cheesecloth out right here. It's grunged up cheesecloth. We could use a speck of cheesecloth on here. Or I save, girls, I save threads from projects. Instead of throwing them out, I save them because they make great little clusters. I call them like little clusters or nests. So like if you glue this down, that could add some sufficient sufficient texture to what we got going on here. Yep. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now this guy, he's a little bit too perfect. These like cornered edges are a little bit, these really 90-degree corner edges. Hold on. I'm going to, I can't even close this drawer because the way my things all fell. I'm going to round this off because, you know, she doesn't like these. She doesn't like these kind of edges anyway. Well, I was hoping Constance would comment on what she meant when she said, You really get into your creations. What do you mean? Like, do you mean I sound really excited, or do you mean I get very detailed? That's much better. Oh my gosh, I'm going to love this. Hold on. I'm excited. Is that what you mean? I get really into it? Because I am really into it. All right, we're going to first glue down this little cluster of strings. That's it. That's all you got to do. Permanent glue stick. I want the red this direction. And we're just going to push it down in there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. This thing, I'm going to use both the glue stick and liquid. It's a cool cluster. Thanks, Constance. I appreciate you. Thanks for saying so. All right, we're going to do this over here, right on top of my little cluster of fabrics. My fingers are dirty, and now I'm getting that dirt on the cover of this thing, but that's good, right? Like, I'm going to add to the grunginess so it doesn't look so perfect. Uh-oh, my laptop went to sleep. And then, you little pretty, you're going to go right there. Oops, she stuck to me. It's a sticker. Oh, I lost this other guy. You got to go back in your home. Well, don't be escaping. Don't be escaping, little friend. I think I'm going to put her here. Yes, I got to get it open though, or like get the back off of it first. I don't think I need to add anything to this because it's pretty sticky on its own. I think this is a sticker, is it not? Before I go. Transparent wings that can be added to paper or baseboard for mixed media projects. Oh, I guess maybe not. I thought it was a sticker. Oh, Tim Holtz. Why you gotta be fooling me like that? Why you gotta be fooling me? All right, I need transparent glue. I need glue you ain't gonna see because it's see-through especially. I could use my matte gel medium, but let's just see if I can get this stuff to come out. I haven't used this in a long time. Come out wherever you are. All right, it's there. Go away, you. Go away. Go away now. I get all excited. I want to finish it and see it. Come on. Oh, it's coming out a little. Come on, Tombow. I feel like I can't squeeze it hard enough to get it. Oh, there we go. We just had a little thick spot. That's what it was. Now it's coming out. I'm going to spread it out with the tip. There. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it. I think I'm going to use some gold. Oh, hold on. Wrong glue tip and the wrong glue bottle. Let's get it together. You got to cover these up when you're not going to use them in the next few minutes. You got to cover them up because that's why they get clogged. And I'm like the worst at it. So I'm telling you because I do it to myself all the time. All right, let's get the glue that oozed out off of there. We're going to let this dry. And then I think I will take my gold gel pen and outline the pretty little wings where I can. I think I will go over even this red thing. Oh, don't be shifting on me now. Don't get all shifty, little butterfly. There. Ha ha! It's so cute. I feel like it needs one more little detail, but maybe not. This is going to go right in here. It's going to be sticking out like a little treasure. Like, what's this right here? What? Gracie, what did you do? I made you something really cute there, Anne. Get my chair back. Hop to it. No, that's not what we're going to use. Will you fit here? Oh, yes, you will. You belong right there. Oh, and I'm not going to distress it. I'm going to leave it really bright so that it sticks out really well. Okay? Just telling you. That's my thought. That's my thought right there. By wearing my paints, I really get into it. That's funny. Yep. Girls, tell me something. Do you have a regular, like, workout routine? And when I say workout, come on now, I'm 53. That could just mean getting on the treadmill. I'm not talking about like you're doing like weightlifting or anything, but we really should be at this age doing weightlifting. But anyway, do you get up and you just do it every day? I really need to figure out a way to become, I used to be that way before I had kids, and then kids kind of got in the way. And now 20 years later, I would like to get back to it, but I'm finding it hard. So I'm wondering how many of you have that in your life. Do you have a regular routine? Even if it's like a walk with the dog or something. By now, my coffee is iced coffee. But dang, it's good. It'd be good. Oh, man, look what I did. I get so excited. All right, I think I wasn't going to distress it, but I am going to put some gold. I can't help it. We're going to outline it in messy gold scribbles on my handmade paper that I printed on. I'm actually going bold here. We're getting bold with the gold. Bold with the gold. All right, girls. This is freaking amazing right here. And then over here I have this, and I put her age, and that's Anne's age. She told us how old she is in her About Me section. So that's that. So far, here's where we are with this. Hold on. If I put this here, it's going to show on this side. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use a different kind of clip. Let's not use that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. No. We don't want that. I got to find a pretty little, this little cluster. We'll use this. So that it's not so in the way. I could put a dangle on there too. That would be kind of cool. Oh, yeah. So here's the cover of her signature. This is a signature. This could be its own little book, but it's her signature. That's going to go there, I think. And then this is what we've got next. Now, my challenge was, this was what we were told to do in this friendship journal journey. So each one of us, there's 6 of us, we create our own cover, and then our 5 friends are putting the signatures in our book. And I just dropped my little information sheet. Oh, this is who's doing it with me. So I have Anne's book. We were told to put at least 6 signature pages in the signature and decorate 8 of them. Well, so far I've got 1. I won't consider that decorated. 2, 3 decorated, and 4 because we did that. So 4 really, but we're going to keep going because it's just too much fun, right? So if I'm going to decorate 8 pages, and I have 4 done already, I probably will end up doing something very minor to some of these pages and then moving on and then decorating. This is where I'm going to put that flip out, but I might, because we want to leave it blank so she can work in the book too, right? We don't want to like cover everything up. But here, for example, on this next page, maybe what I can do is use some of my offcuts and just create a belly band or something in here for her. Like here, this would be pretty as a belly band showing behind this this grungy dictionary page. So let's put this here. That's an easy choice. Let me put something pretty in there. I made this puzzle piece and I want to work this in somewhere. We did that last night on Facebook. I want to work that in there too. I have no idea if Anne is watching me work on her book or if she's choosing to not see. I watched Nicole yesterday did the first signature of my book and I love it. So I did watch, but not everybody wants to. Some people want to like be completely surprised by what's happening in their book. Look at how cute they are. I got to find a home for them yet, but all right, we're going to do that there. And then what can I do here? So I'm going to take some of I have some elements that I can work with. I do really like having lacy edges on some of the pages, like hanging off here. So let's do some of that. Oh, girls, I should do a time check because I do have, I'm having a ball. I love hanging out with you guys. I love working on this, but Gracie got other work to do too. So I want this to hang off the edge so that it can be seen. And it really, especially when you have a grunge vibe, it can really just add, it could really just add some really feminine detail to some of these pages. Do I want to put some on here? This page is pretty full, so I think I won't. Do I want it here? No, I want to see it, so I guess it's going to have to be here. And I'm going to sew. Am I going to sew? I have a pocket here, so I can, if I'm careful, sew this a little bit. But first, let's just glue it down. Come on in, say hello when you're here. I'm not seeing a lot of like hellos or comments. I will respond to you. Craft and Chat Mondays. So I'm crafting, hoping you guys are chatting with me. And I will respond when you chat with me, but I'm not seeing a whole lot there. So feel free to come on in and say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. Tell me a little bit about you. Are you new here or are you a return visitor? Talk to me, friends. Okay, I'm going to take this to my machine. I'm just not going to do it right now because I want that glue to dry, but I will put a stitch through there. It just adds that really pretty little detail. This page here, I'm not sure now. I feel like I need to do something else here. Just see if this is not going to fit in there. It's too big. I got to create some other element back there that's a little bit more solid, or I need to put an element back there that's a little bit more solid. So give me a chance here. I'm going to cover my glue. And I'm just feeling like that is really busy. I love it, but I feel like it's really busy. So like, I'll put something like this back here or something like it. It may help to tone that down a little. These are double-sided papers by Tim Holtz. So let's look in here and see if there's one that we like. Or I could, not really, I could take something from, I have all these pages back here. I want it to be very, very Simple, because this page is so busy, so it needs to be something very, very simple. This is very modern looking, but it may be just enough to tone this down a little. Is this a perforated? Oh, I don't like the camping vibe on the other side. Nope, not doing that. We're just looking, girls. Just bear with me. I'm searching for something that I can put in there. These are just printed papers. A lot of printed or decorative papers that I printed before. This is Cheryl Francis art too. That's Cheryl Francis. I believe this is from her too. And I printed it on a book page, her art. Now that could be cool back there. It's a little too wide, so let me see if I can. Come on, it's still a little too wide. Come on, Gracie. I don't even know if I'm going to like it back here, so that's the thing of it. I do the work to get it ready, and then I might be like, nope, I don't like it. Let's tear off this side. I just need a little. Still have my book page intact. See if we like it. Oh, she's her eyeballs are like just kind of peeking through there. Oh, she doesn't quite. What is going on? Why aren't you fitting in here, girl? You're not too wide. Okay, that breaks it up a little. I want to see her though. I want to see her. Okay, maybe not. I'm going to keep looking in my stash. Will I be able to see her if I use her? Aren't they cool? Love them. Good morning, Miss Callie. I'm working on Anne's book. Thanks for popping on over. Thank you for saying hello. Come on. I know you wants to. Now this, I don't love that I have this little problem right here. It's kind of sticky. That is from the tape that I used to tape it and put it through my printer. Now, yes. So see how we can see her? Oh my gosh, she's awesome. We're going to tear this off because it's sticky. I'm going to put her here. And the color just works, right? Holy shite. I love it. Peekaboo. Pretty girl. All right. That's good. Now we're here. Back to here. Okay. What are we going to do here? What we going to do? What we do? What we do? This is very pretty. This is the postcard from Ohio. And started in Ohio, started her life in Ohio, moved to Florida when she got married, and she's been in Florida. So I thought it would be really fun to put something from Ohio in her book. So I could make this a flipper. A flipper! We could make it a tuck spot where we can tuck things in it, but I want her to be able to see this side of it. I don't want to necessarily lose that. So maybe this isn't the right place for this one. I have this little doodad. If I sew this right on here, this could also be a place to tuck things. I could paper clip it. No, I don't want to do that because of this. I'm going to make it a tuck down in the lower left. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing in the lower left here. But I think this is dry now, the glue. So I'm going to take this to my machine real quick. Like I said, I put it right across from me, and I'm just going to do a stitch across here. It'll make it decorative and it will hold it in place. Hang, please, hang tight. And I have a pocket here, so I got to be careful. I don't want to glue, stitch my pocket. I don't want to stitch my pocket closed. So I actually sewed it from the pocket side. It's really securing it in place. I have it glued, but now it's also sewn in place. Now I'm going to glue this down so that we can tuck something in here. I'm not missing any comments, am I? I mean, I'm not seeing any. I asked you guys about your workout routine. No answer. No response. I need to be inspired, girls. Help a sister out. When Chris and I were on vacation together, we worked out every morning. Literally every morning. And I was sore. I was like, man, I don't want to. He's like, come on, let's do it. And I did it every morning. I can do it when I have a partner like that. He's in Florida right now because his mom was in the hospital for a week. And so he went down to help her get settled in, make sure she has home health care and stuff, which is very sweet. Him and his brother both went down. It's good for them to have a visit together while they're helping her. She's going to be going to New York. So this is not wanting to stick. What is the dealio? I might need to just clip this because the glue is wanting to come undone. So I'm going to put a clip here to hold that in place while it's gluing. That way I don't have to be the one holding it. And maybe this is where I can put this. Yep. Okay. Another page done. Here's my little tuck spot that I made. So it would be fun to tuck something in there. Get a sippy sip of coffee. A little basket of elements is over here. Actually, you guys know me and my love of all the Tim Holtz Peoples. I have this purpley gold crunched up paper. But let's pick out a Tim Holtz Peoples to put on here. I might be able to fit a bigger. Let's see if I can find a bigger. I mean, those are the minis. I got some big ones. Let me see. I have a whole basket of them. And then grab another set of just poses. He's awesome. Hold on, girls. Well, these ones are I'll put this away so I'm done using it. Sorry. Okay, we have some little ephemera things that I could stick in the little pocket. But these are the chipboardy ones. So they're thick chipboard. Let's see if something strikes us here. She's cute. She's a little bit wide. She comes off of there. It's not a problem, but I just found this over there too. Pad. Oh my gosh. He's awesome. I don't know. We're finding elements that we think we like and putting them in there. Come on. I want this all scrunched up. We're going to maybe put him something on something heftier. We're going to put him on paper that or cardboard maybe. But I want him to not be perfect, right? There we go. All right, back to my cardboard stash. This one already has copper and green gesso on it. Oh, shut it. I love that peeking out right there. How am I going to tear this? I need it torn right there. Will it work? Heck yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I'm just noticing what that is. This is this cardboard. I have this box of like shop grade paper towels. That's what this cardboard is. That's hilarious. White ball. See, we don't let nothing go to waste, girls. We ain't wasting nothing. All right. You could be cool on here, except we don't want that. But I do like this. So let's get my cardboard painting space. And I'm actually, let me see if I have any of that green gesso left. I don't know that I do, but I'm going to look for it. First thing we're going to do, let's just scooch on it. Let's do this first. Got to cover up the white ball. The white ball. Okay. I can't help myself. This is mostly gonna be covered, but the parts that aren't, we get a very dark, the black vibe going on in this book. So we're gonna match it up. Yep. And let me see if I have some green gesso laying around. Do I have any of that gesso left? It would be really great if I did. Come on, green gesso. I think I threw it out recently. I think I used it all up. It was a gift from Michelle Maidlow years ago. Man, I don't think I have any left. Let me just check one more place quick. Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Here it is. Chalky green gesso. Oh, how much is left in here? I mean, we got a bit. We got enough. I'm doing it. Don't do as I do. Okay, don't follow my rules because you're not supposed to dip in to one color with the other color. It's not nice. It's getting all toned down because of the black that's on my brush. But let's do this. And I'm going to have to behave myself and get a new brush. I wish we could add these Whatnot appointments to our calendars and Facebook. Is that possible, please? I don't know that I'll do that. I use Telegram, Callie, to announce it. And I'm live basically my Whatnot schedule is Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm live every Monday at 8:15 on Whatnot. And I try to broadcast it also on Facebook and YouTube. But beside that, I do the Telegram thing. So the Telegram will tell you for sure when I'm live and where. All right, let's see. I wanted to focus on my edges, and now we can go in and just grunge it up. I don't necessarily want these all going the same direction, so I'm going to start bringing some in the other way. It looks different on the black as it does on the brown. Look at how much brighter it is on the brown. Isn't that interesting? Just thinking I could take one of my stencils. Just add something very pretty. Now, Gracie, I think what I'll do here is actually get a stencil brush. And I'm going to use some of this. Because this is going to be the back side of it. This is gesso. Yes, it is. Ooh, the black is coming off and it's making like a streaky color. That's interesting. I better not brush, I better pounce. A peeky peek. Yep, that's good. This thing is all clogged up. I could do this all stinking day, you guys. I keep saying, what time is it? Because I have other stuff I absolutely need to get done today. But I literally could work on this all day long. Because I have such a blast doing it. Yep, I like it. Okay, that's the back. This is going to be the front. This is where this dude is going. This is for my little tuck spot. So let's glue him down because I need to, obviously, if he's just sitting on there, he's going to look a little funky if I don't embellish him a little or do something to him. He's just too perfect compared to the cardboard. So let's get him on the cardboard and then I can start doing something different to him. The cover. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks for saying so. I do. I do a lot of just a lot of attention to detail and a lot of elements. I do actually really like to put elements in the book that whoever's book it is, they can pull out the elements and use them elsewhere. Like they don't have to stay in the book permanently. They can go somewhere else. You can use them somewhere else in your creative life. So I do really enjoy doing that. Now we're going to muck up his edges just to get him. So by putting this on, I just missed gluing right there. By putting this over top the paper of him, I am, we're blending. This has all been painted and distressed and stuff, but he's rather perfect. So we're going to come over the edges and now this is on top of him and on top of this cardboard and it blends him in so he doesn't now look like he was just plopped on top. So it just helps I'm kind of making, you know those vignette photos in your phone when you add that vignette frame? That's kind of what we're doing here. He's already black and white photo, so printed. I love how right here there's a really big pop of white. I'm not going to cover that because it really makes your eye go over here. And then you look at his sweet, darling little face. Oh my gosh. He looks like he, you know that show? What's that show about? I just put my finger in my gesso. What's that show? Oh, Peaky Blinders. Did anybody watch that show? He looks like he came from that show. Look what I did, girls. We, will you look at Gracie and the messes she makes? Can you believe it? I'm such a little creative slob. I'm a creative slob. Holy schmoly. Get after it, girl. You are like, as Constance says, you really get into it. Oh, yeah. Look what I did. All right, I'm going to try to find, give me a minute to find my bronzy paint that I used. Please tell me I still have, oh, you know what I bet it is? Hold on, it might be a Dixie Belle copper. I bet it's this. Haven't used it in a long time. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, girls. We're going to bang. Hang tight. I'll do it over here. Good thing I'm home alone. Girl, I can't do it, girls. Where are my men when I need them? My hefty men. Ah, we got it. Girls. Girl power. We got it. I think this is the color that I used. Oh, look at that goodness right there. To distress around this. So I'm going to add some of this color. So this had the green gesso on it, but it's pretty dry. So we're going to come into this copper and I want to dry brush it. I think that's the color that's right there. Nope, looks like it's not. Looks too dark. But it's okay. And I'm actually going to come over his photo a little bit on the edges here. Again, it's about layering, but making everything cohesive. So we're going to add a bit of this to his edges. This isn't the right color though. The other one is much more vibrant. But while I'm at it, let's just carry through with this. And then I'm going to go back to the metallic section of my room. See if I can find the right color. Okay, let's just. All right. Holy buckets, he's cool. I do like him a lot, but this isn't the right color. I'm going to put this in my water to give it a good rinse. Get all that color off there. All right, let me see. Gracie, keep looking. It's here somewhere. Too much more vibrant that one is. Maybe this is the right one. I only need a tiniest little bit. The tiniest little bit. Yeah, I think this is it. Girls, I think this is it. Yep. Can you see the difference? See how bright that is? That's the color I had used on this before, and I really love it. So we're gonna add some more. Holy crap, that's awesome. I'm adding it to the corrugated raised up edges of that cardboard. This is like blingy grunge, girls. Blingy grunge. All right, down here, let's get it on the edges, and then I'm just going to streak it up a little bit up into these dark spots on this picture. It is so metallic and pretty. And let's do the same thing over here. And she has gold all over the cover of her book. So I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of this coppery because it's just so brilliant. Remember I told you I'm going to take the gold and I'm going to go all over her book when I'm done and add some of this metallic element. So I'm going to, I'll call him back in a minute. That's my hubby. While I've got the copper out and my brush is dirty with it. Oh shit, is that awesome? Let's add some of it to some other parts of my signature for her. I just freaking love this color so much, girl. For some reason, Alexa's talking to me. That was weird. Oh, shite. I love it so much. Girls, this makes me excited. He's freaking awesome. All right, hold on. I got to make room for my signature, and this has all kinds of wet stuff on it. So I got to put this aside for a minute. Let me text my hubby real quick and let him know that I'm live, and then we're going to use that copper in other places. Hold on, hubby. Where are you? Baby doll. Oh, you're here. I'm live, honey. I didn't. Oh, girls, look at. He's here. Hold on. I'm live. I was just going to text you and say, can't talk right now. But you're on speaker with the girls, so say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. Get to it.
Get to it. Get. Oh, my gosh. I'm loving what I'm doing today. I'm so excited.
Good.
But I have to get to work. Look, I got to get to my computer and do some other work. I just told them I could easily get distracted.
Right. You're like a squirrel.
I'm like a squirrel, yes. All right. Well, can I call you back when I'm done here with the girls?
Yep, later.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. There's my main squeeze. Look at this boy. Oh, I love him. Okay. She's not going to go here. She's too contrasting, although I love her. But remember I said we're going to use this copper. So let's use this copper and this really brilliant copper that I have, and let's add some. I don't have to do like everything, but let's just add some here because it's going to make everything jive and everything will look real copacetic and matchy. Okay. I actually want this to go up and down, not side to side. I don't know why. It's how I feel. So I'm going to add it all over this really cool belly band that I created. I have too much on here. I can tell already. Too much for dry brushing. Okay, we're distressing. We're dry brushing with coppery copper. He's going to go here and live right there in this belly band. He's peeking out like the girl is on the other page. How awesome is that? So what you'll see when you come to this page, oh, this is probably dry by now. Let's get that out there. This is removable. She can use it somewhere else if she wants to. And then he's going to be removable and she can use him somewhere else if she wants to. Okay, this is rather flimsy. It is nice if you can add something to it to make it a little less flimsy. And I have all these little fake embellishments, you know, these. But these are all really thin. None of them are really very thick. So that's not my solution for this page. I think I'm just going to leave it. Okay, because remember, I'm only supposed to be decorating 8 pages out of the whole signature. So this is what we have so far. Let's do a quick flip through. So again, I'm going to take this coppery and we're going to add it. I guess you don't have to watch me do that, but I'll be adding it to these pages. So we have this coppery element. This is that you open it up and it's a journal sheet in there, like a hidden journal page. There's that little cool cluster. Maybe here. Where did I just put those? I'm out of my mind sometimes. I think I'm out of my mind. Girl. Let's do something like that. Here I've got her peeking, and I've got this tag that I made for her. I'm going to put something on there. I just don't know what yet. Actually, while we're at it. Let's add some of this really bright coppery color to this. Just going to do the edges, I think. Okay. It's dry brush, so it's not really wet. She's going to go in here. Also, I'm going to add some of that here. And I'm just going to do it to the pocket to make this pocket stand out a little more, because it is so busy on this page. I might end up putting, I think I'll end up putting something pretty plain or simple on this pocket just to tone it down a little, because it's, I love it, but it's pretty busy, right? Okay. Look at this, a much cleaner page. We got him here, and I think I'm going to land there because I really do have, I put this here that I have to work in somehow. I do have other work I need to be getting done today besides this, which I'm having a ball. But stay tuned in the Telegram channel, because that's where I'll let you know when and where I'll be live. You guys, we are going to, please just hang tight. We're going to rate somebody, if you don't mind, just to support another seller. So give her some crafty chicks in the comments, which let me show you what they look like. We're going to put some chicks in the comments when we get there. We'll just go support somebody else, if you don't mind. It's a really nice thing to do. Just hang out there for 5 minutes. That's all you got to do. And just do the crafty chicks so she knows where we all came from. Okay. Love you all. God bless you. We're ready.